everybody, welcome to another AHGP stream with AHGP, the F1 manager team. We're going to be taking to America today, all the way to the States. Hello in the chat to Elite Silver, to Justin Inakaitis, to Electric Gaming, and to Lyric Magic Moments. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm not actually late, it's 7:15. The stream goes live at 7:15. If it was 7:16, that would be late. I'm on time. I'm on time. I refute and contest the assertion that you think I am late today. But yes, thank you everyone for being here. I wasn't making squash. I was making myself a cup of tea. It's in the Pokemon mug. There we go. Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle's there. So's Charmander. If I hold it the other way, you'll be able to see him. There you go, Charmander. Lovely stuff. Right, so there's been quite a bit go on between yesterday's stream and today's stream. We'll dive on in and I'll explain. Hello, MS Men at Work. We are trying to sign Paul Aron. We are trying to sign Paul Aron. Let's dive in and I will explain everything. If I press this one, hopefully it takes me to the right scene. It does. Alright. We've had 25 days in between streams for, or in-game, between the Singapore and Austin Grand Prix. And in that time, we have now maxed out our cost cap, because 6 races remain, and I thought with very little cost cap remaining, we're going to need a lot of parts. So I'm just manufacturing as much as I can until that point. So now we have a hopefully healthily stocked warehouse of parts. Honestly, we're going to have to just bang old bits on cars when they break. We've got 8 front wings. Hopefully that's enough. We only have 2 of the latest spec rear wing, so I'm going to keep them for Fred. Baruti's going to have to take old parts, I think, to the end of the season. We've got new side pods, which is good, so we'll split those as well, and we need some more underfloors, which I believe are being manufactured. Yes, they are, and so are more suspension parts. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge job. We're missing a front wing. Great. Immediately, tell you what. Baruti can have one of the old. No, actually, we'll give him one of the new ones. If he breaks this one, then we'll have that. We have a dead gearbox. Not sure where that came from. Did Baruti crash in the last? He did, didn't he? Yes. He crashed out in Singapore. Of course he did. Right, well, let's go immediately to it. We're going to smash the cost cap. There we go. Because we had to buy an ERS. And we probably need to put in a new engine. But we won't do that until qualifying. So, what else has happened? We're now also in negative finances. That's really not good. That's really not good. Oh dear, we need to finish and achieve our targets today. So we put another £5.25 million or dollars into the kitty, which is now all gone, based on the likes from the poll result post where I told you what value they'd be. Kind of wishing now they were worth $500,000. It would have been really helpful, but yeah, that's that. So that was all put towards manufacturing stuff, and now obviously buying an ERS. Fred Vesti has had a contract offer. Where is it? He's had a contract offer from Aston Martin, so probably going to go and be their reserve driver. The race simulator concerns were unfounded, no signs of structural damage, which is good. And we've had 2 counter offers to Paul Aron, so we've just sort of, this was the last one and we've made no adjustment to it. We just hit send essentially. So we're waiting to hear back from him on that. So it's been quite an eventful time in between races, and hopefully we'll get Paul Aron's signature on the piece of paper in today's stream, maybe in the next episode of the videos. So we're all hoping Paul Aron signs the deal. Just sign the deal, mate. Right. Anything else we need to check in with? I think there was some improvement. Oh, Pulse Potato is now overall rated 73. Interesting. Interesting. So we're just developing everything on him and on Justin. Weirdly, I think his stats have bounced around a little bit. Maybe they've dropped. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're similar overall ratings. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, let's go to the United States Grand Prix, which is also a sprint race, and then we'll hopefully get Mexico as well afterwards. So fingers crossed we don't crash into everything. Let's do some race targets. We'll go 18th or higher because we need it. We need 20th or higher, so please don't crash. Please don't crash. We can't afford it. I don't know, Justin. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe Pulse Potato has been hogging the sim rig. Maybe he broke it. That's why. Hey, Chris Patton. How you doing? How about hiring Behrman or Antonelli? Both very expensive. Both would have to come out of Merc or Ferrari. Behrman's already signing for Haas. I've already put that one in. So we're not going to be signing him. As much as I'd love to sign Ollie Behrman, I'm not. And just don't think it's realistic for us to try and sign Kimi Antonelli. Also, although, you know, Paul Aron actually being part of AHGP, Aaron Harper Grand Prix, would be, you know, be fantastic. If we won the title with him, it'd be amazing. He broke the PS5. Yeah, he did. Hey, Callum, welcome to the stream. Oh, good, mate. What you might also notice, I'm sporting new AHGP merch. So this has been on the website for a little while. Yeah, I'm modelling it. So no longer just the purple t-shirt. I've now upgraded to this, the purple one, and there's also a green one, which I've just got hold of. It's over there in the corner. But that's for Saturday when I'm racing Aston Martin in the CRL League. So yeah, you'll get to see that run out. I have also created a shirt with the shark on it. I'll show you that in between the races. We'll go and check that out. So let's go to practice and see what setups we can get. Right, let's find Austin. If you would like to purchase some of the merch, it is findable by the link in the description. Let's do the setups. Cool. Right, 18 laps. I'm wondering if we just sim the sprint qualifying. What do you think? Just sim the sprint qualifying and then maybe just sim the do we sim both qualifying sessions today, or do we just sim the sprint qualifying? What do you think? Let me know. You've got all of practice to decide. Right, we want hard tyres. Yeah, we'll just use the set of hard tyres for today. Sim sprint quali? I think so. Saves a little bit of time and also saves a bit of editing. Bro, stop it. We've been streaming all of 10 minutes and he's already locking up. That's two people agreeing with the sim sprint qualifying. We'll sim it. Makes life easier. We've got optimal setup with Baruti. This is amazing. Straight out the blocks, an optimal setup satisfaction. Where are we? We're... Oh my god! 98% straight off the bat. Outstanding. Outstanding. Right, we'll just fuel him up. 23 laps, there you go, and we'll just send him on his way and get loads of confidence in the setup. Ooh, we're less good with Fred. Less good with Fred. Let's do that. Maybe that. If Baruti wins the World Championship, I'll create some Baruti as the GOAT merch. Tell you what, while they're doing practice, I can probably bring it up, to be fair, show you the shark shirt. Hopefully it's gone live. It's just taking its time loading. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Here we go. All right, let's... There we go. There's your shark shirts. There you go. Yeah, Baruti is growing, to be fair. So we've got different options in colours. So we've got black, grey, dark grey, navy. I've tried to do ones where obviously we haven't done white. I've tried to do this one. Looks quite nice. Trying to do ones where the shark will really show up a bit more. Yeah, so, and they're kind of sea related. We've got a deep red one. I'm not sure why that's there. I think I was supposed to take that off. It snuck itself in there though. The pink's nice. But yeah, there's loads of colours. They're a nice fit. The sizings are pretty good. So this is an extra large. It fits comfortably. Very, very nice. Although it's a different maker for this one than the other two. but they still fit comfortably as well. So if you're a medium or a large, it should be about right. But yeah, they're on the shop now, and yeah, get yourself into the store. It's should be linked in the description if you're interested, so you can show your support for the channel that way. Let's complete practice. Fred is building up his feedback for this setup. We'll call him in just before he gets to a puncture territory. There we go. We'll just bring him in now. Car setup is good.
It's better now.
He says it's better now. Okay, so we needed to go up on the downforce. There we go. That looks better. Just take all the fuel out, confirm it, because then that will be ready for qualifying, which we will then not find out about how good it is. Okay, let's sim spring qualifying and see how we do. Results, sprint qualifying. They're locked. Great. Oh, we're at SQ2. Okay, so Baruti was 21st. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? Change the damn engine components. Why is that one already at 67%? Oh no, maybe I know we took it for Baruti, didn't we? Ignore me. Setup is 87%. That's not ideal. Right, so Fred was 13th in SQ1. Let's just simulate this session as well. Hopefully he ends up 13th in this too. 14th. Okay. At least it isn't fuel. Well, don't worry, it could still be fuel. Right, sprint o'clock. We need that set of hard tyres for the Grand Prix, so we're going to go... Oh dear God. So we might have to 3-stop the race because we don't have enough tyres. The softs just won't make it. The mediums will, and we're going to have to really look after these. So, yeah, this could be a bit of a mess strategically. Just say retire at the sprint quali. Fuel gate. How much will it let us take out of Baruti? Only 2 laps. There's not really any point in doing it in the sprint. We wouldn't really gain enough. We could do it in the Grand Prix though. We could do it in the Grand Prix. No, we need the hards for the race, I think. Oh, it's put him on the used set. No, I don't want him on the used set. I want him on the new set. Crikey. Okay. Let's do the sprint because this is just going to be an absolute mess. We'll probably just time 16 our way through this. Right, we're straight in. Red Bull front row. We've simulated the sprint qualifying session. 5 red lights. The lights are out. The race is on. We've got powertrain issues. We've got parts issues. We're not really sure if we want to be in this sprint, but we're 13th in it, and you know, we may even score points if other people have problems. Just going to time 16 this, everybody. Go light on the tyres. Baruti's up to 20th, that's interesting. Vesti down to 14th. Just desperately trying to look after the tyres and make it to the end. Baruti mechanical fault. Major engine wear for Baruti in the sprint. Do you know what? We're not going to retire the car. We're just going to leave it there. If it goes bang, it goes bang. And hopefully it causes a safety car. Our tyres are actually dying. Like, they're being destroyed. There are some drivers on hards. We need to desperately look after these tyres. Conserve. We're actually 5 seconds ahead of Hulkenberg, which is not bad, to be honest, and we're just about in touch with what's his face, Albon. So we're not going terribly. I think if we deploy this battery, we might be able to close up and maybe attack Albon. Let's see. Can we get into DRS range of the Williams? Baruti has just locked up and he's now going to be very short on tyres. Chat, what do you think? Do we bring him in? Because he's not making the end. We're not stopping for new tyres. There's no point. He's got a mudded engine and he's about to have punctures. Do we just let him go around on punctured tyres? Let's puncture the tyres, retire the car that way and see what happens. See if we can cause a late safety car. Attack on the tyres. Kill the tyres. Kill the tyres. Oh, Fred's up to 13th. He's just passed Albon. Here we go. Helmet cam, DRS, ERS. Thanks very much. The position belongs to us. Beautiful move. Retire the car, suggests Elite. I think we go with this wacky puncture plan. See if we can get it to pop. What's Albon's tyres saying? They're worse than ours. Good. Right, there we go. We've got the puncture. Is he going to be able... Is he just going to stop? If he just stops on the track, that would be very, very useful. Doesn't look like it, although he's going to get it right in the way of a load of people. He's causing havoc. It doesn't matter that we're going to finish last in this one. We want to cause a safety car. I don't think it's going to happen though. we'll just retire the car with Baruti. It's fine. And we'll finish the sprint in 13th. Good job from Vesti there. Really good job. You know, start and finish 13th. That bodes well for the Grand Prix, actually. We're just not close enough to this top 12 to really get there on pure pace. But if we can have a crazy race where a few of the top drivers are taken out, we can be there for some points. Alright, we'll move on. Thank you. Now we can do actual qualifying. Yeah, it was too late for a safety car in the end. Let's put the fresh engines in this time. These engines have got to make it to the end of the season. Well, we can just buy some new ones, to be fair. Doesn't really matter. ERS. That's fine. Let's tweak the setups. We need... You know what, I'm just going to leave it at 87%. I can't work out which way to make it better. I mean, maybe that, but then you can't adjust the cornering. I'm just going to leave it as is. Right, we look like we're okay. Correct car parts are in. We're not going to double push, but we will manually do the outlaps. So let's send Fred and then Baruti as well. We'll take manual control of both. Why is Fred overfueled? Dude. Why does he keep spinning on his outlaps? Honestly. What is this guy doing? Right, let's get the tyres warmed up, please, Fred. Tyres are going to be cold as they start the lap. That's definitely not ideal. Got a bit of traffic. And we set a 35.1. Baruti was 2 seconds slower. Oh, to be fair, he wasn't pushing on his fuel. Lol. Anyway, that's the first set of runs done, and we are miles off the pace. Alright, let's wait until later in the session and then we'll go again. Baruti's still quicker than Zhou by 9/10. I don't know what goes on with him on these games. He just ends up completely awful. Yeah, the chat font it needs to be tweaked. I can do that, but we'll do that in between sessions. I'm just waiting for a nice window to send the cars out in. I'm thinking we go now. Take manual control again. tyres don't really want to come up to temperature on the outlap, do they? But we are not improving with Fred so far. Yeah, the RBs are 5th and 6th now. Fred not improving on this lap. We should... Oh, should we be okay? I would like to think so. Probably worth completing the lap just to be sure. I don't think we improved. Beruti's going quicker though. Can you get ahead of like Sargent? Oh wow! He's out qualified Alonso, who is probably on a lap. He is, so he's ahead of Bottas at the moment and Sargent. What does Bottas do? He goes ahead, as did Gasly, so Beruti will start on the back row with Zhou. Alonso went 13th for what it's worth. No, I'm not ready to DNF on Saturday. That definitely won't be happening. Let's change the colour of the font then. Recommendations on colours. Green. I'm trying pink. Let's see how we go with pink. I can leave it open so we can come back to it if we need to. It is Monaco, yes. So I'm sure half of the field are going to DNF. What do we think? Does the pink work better? Not really. Probably needs to be white, doesn't it? Let's try white. No, white doesn't work either because it's right in the... it gets all the clouds, doesn't it? Oh, this is going to be tricky. The positioning is not great for it, is it? Maybe we just take it away. Alright, try it now with green. Black would be too dark on this current background. Is green better? That does look a bit better. Alright, we'll leave it as green for now. Hopefully that fixes it. It is updating, yeah. Right, we're going to wait as late as possible to send Fred out. Let's go now. We'll take control. I'm just going to get him to attack immediately. Even on attack, the tyres are barely up to temperature. Oh, quick deploy. Deploy battery. We didn't improve in the first sector. Great. We're currently 11th. And at the moment, if we can find just over a tenth, we will beat Alonso, who is not improving on his lap, nor is Fred. This is fresh tyres. He did the first run on old tyres and somehow he's not improving. Nope, what a waste of time. We're going to end up 14th because Hamilton will go quicker. I tell a lie, Lewis Hamilton did not go quicker. And nor did Fernando Alonso. If we'd found a lap time there, we'd have been in the top 10. Well, we'd have been 11th actually. That's very disappointing. Very disappointing. Alright, Berruti will start last because of a grid drop, and let's try and make some sort of strategy. I don't really want to do that, so let's start on softs, stop on lap 11, and then put on another set of softs on lap 44. We're going to have to 3-stop this. Berruti, weirdly enough, has got loads of medium tyres. But actually we're going to get him starting on softs as well. But he can go soft, medium, medium, soft, hopefully. No, he can't. That won't work. Or will it? I mean, he'll be laps down by that point. We're going to need the hards. Yeah, this is why I said to you, we need the hard tyres, because this circuit is just brutal on tyres. Let's go light on the fuel. Hamilton just spun in the middle of the straight. Nice. Well, not nice, because I think you're managing Mercedes, aren't you? Okay, this circuit is a tyre killer, as referenced by the wild strategies we've got going on in front of us here. 3 stops. This is going to be an absolute joke. Let's see what we can do, I suppose. We're starting 11th and 22nd. Can we get a point with Fred? Please, can we get some points? Maybe today's the day. Let's do this motor race. Alright, it's Mercedes, it's Red Bull and McLaren on the front row. 5 red lights. The lights are out, the race is on. Where's Fred? There he is, right in the middle of the pack. He's actually ahead of a Mercedes and a Ferrari. I think Charles Leclerc has taken the grid drop twice. He took it in the sprint and in the Grand Prix. We've gone around the outside of Fernando Alonso. We are 10th. We are actually 10th. We're in the points. Stop the race. No, don't stop the race now because no one will get any points at all. Don't do that, actually. But that is a very good start for us. We'll take that, and we'll get Berruti just looking after his tyres. We just need to look after ours as well. What's everyone started on? A mixture of softs, mediums really. A couple of drivers on hards, Perez and Alonso. We can just stick with Ricciardo in the DRS. We should be all right, but he's already going to start pulling away, isn't he? That's concerning. Fred Vesti's having a bit of a ding-dong with Fernando Alonso at the moment, although I think the Spaniard has just got away from us. So this is into the final corner. Oh, the wily old fox is just going to dive bomb us, isn't he? Whoa! That was classic Fernando Alonso. And he's now going to skedaddle up the road. We've been avoiding the high-risk curbs to protect our tyres a bit more. And as you can see, we've benefited from it hugely. We are at least a few percent better off than most people on softs. Baruti, by the way, is up to 19th. So he's doing a lovely little job. He's got past both Alpines. He's got away from Joe. That is a wild wild Ocon down the inside. But Baruti's fighting back. Good lad. Get him around the outside. No, Ocon has the line. And that is that fight done. Vesti 2.5 seconds clear of Magnussen, 1.5 behind Alonso now. We need some DNFs in this top 12 to really give us a chance of any sort of points. Hey German, how you doing, mate? What happened so far? We simulated sprint qualifying. Baruti spun on his outlaps, and Fred Vesti finished 13th in the sprint. And then qualified 13th. He out-qualified Lewis Hamilton. Qualified 12th, actually, for the Grand Prix. Also, Baruti got a puncture on purpose. I don't want to alarm anyone, but we've caught the Mercedes pair. They're 11th and 12th, but we've now got DRS on Lewis Hamilton. We're a couple of laps out from Fred Vesti's pit stop, but we're chasing the Mercs. This is outrageous. They are 2 seconds behind Alonso, and it would be helpful if they could drag us along to the top 10. But I don't think, without pushing, we're not going to be able to stick with them. As you can see, it's now 1.3 seconds, but you know, that was an interesting turn of events. It jumps all around, this timing. It jumps so quickly. We're now 2 seconds adrift of Russell. So that fight is no longer ours. Okay, Fred Vesti into the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton stopped the lap before, so he got the undercut on us. He will be going past us any second now. We need a good stop. We don't get a good stop. We've lost 7.5 seconds there. Baruti's on his way to the pit lane. And hopefully we get a better stop this time with him. We do, 2.6 seconds. I suppose that'll have to do, but Fred has lost an awful lot of time there. He's now battling Pierre Gasly and just about staying ahead. We've actually fallen behind Ocon, who hasn't stopped, so at least we'll catch him and we should be able to get past him pretty easily. Yeah, it was definitely tyre gate. Let's deploy some of this battery with Baruti, see if we can get him moving forwards. We just lost a place to Magnussen, haven't we? And he's just passed Ocon. Right, we have got ourselves ahead of Esteban Ocon. We're now challenging Kevin Magnussen, for 13th place. The Dane has come out of nowhere really to fight us, and we're through. Come on. Now we need to get Fred moving away from this scrapping pair who are known for their capacity in being dangerous. And hopefully we can pull away. Let's put a bit of aggression into the tyres, see if we can pull away. But Magnussen seems to want to come with us, which I don't like because he's a danger. He's a bit of a menace when it comes to this game, constantly having accidents. We want none of that. Sunday we will do. We will have a return of the challenge streams. So I need to put that post out for you to vote on which challenge we do. What do we think? Do we commit to a fuel gate now with Baruti? Renault only managed crash gate. We've done fuel gate and tyre gate. What losers? What losers? Oh, Baruti. Honestly, dude. This is where he had a spin on his outlap in qualifying. He's challenging Bottas, and that's just so amateur, isn't it? He swerves back in front of Max Verstappen. His tyre wear will be ruined. That's not ideal. We'll commit to fuel gate. Make him useful. Well, we had a fuel gate in Spain, didn't we? Ran out of fuel on the last lap. And in the Austria sprint. We haven't actually used it to any advantage yet. Vesti needs to come in. Right, Fred Vesti in for his second stop of the afternoon. He's pulled away from Magnussen, Ocon and Hulkenberg. We need a better stop than we had before, please. 2.6 seconds, much better service this time around. And we'll pop out behind Hulkenberg. Let's get these tyres up to temperature and then see what we can do. We've got another stop to make with him because we'll be putting some softs on and then we'll see what we can achieve in the closing laps. All sorts of weird and wonderful strategies going on here. I'm not even going to try and tell you who's doing what. We're just going to see where we all finish. Hey Tate, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Don't worry about being late. You're at the cricket. Do you play cricket? Is that cricket training, I'm guessing? And no worries, the streams are there for you to go back and watch, so don't worry. we've reached the point of the race where we lap Zhou Guanyu. I don't know why he's so bad in this game. Honestly, he's not that much worse than Bottas, but he's now 2 laps down on the leaders. He's a lap down on us. We're trying to lap him while they're trying to lap both of us. There they go. Verstappen and Norris. I think we've just shafted Lando Norris's race, but that's fine. Baruti's just been in for a pit stop, so that happened. I think we could probably be a bit more aggressive on these tyres, actually, and push them a bit more, considering we are going to stop again. So yeah, this race has still got some way to play out for us. We could do with some sort of safety car. Baruti has spun again. Fantastic. Maybe we do need to swap him out for someone else. Oh, we are currently 12th. But that's George Russell behind us. Probably on fresh tyres. He absolutely is. And he's about to go past us. We've got DRS from the McLaren ahead of us, which is Piastri. No, it's Lando Norris. We're just following Lando Norris at the moment. Look at that. He's on absolutely cream cracker tyres, but we're following Lando Norris, staying with him. This is very useful. And yeah, George Russell can't find a way past. Lando's about to pit though, so George Russell will soon be coming past. Here he comes. No, he needed some more slipstream. He hasn't got the straight line speed. I think because we had DRS there, because we followed Lando. So yeah, he couldn't get through. He will get through now though. I'm almost certain of that. And yeah, he did it before the DRS zone. The cheek. Just showing off there. Right, Fred Vesti coming in for his final stop of the afternoon. There'll be some drivers he drops behind, which will be Hulkenberg, possibly Albon, I doubt Arcon, but 2.7 second stop time will prevent too many places being lost. I think we're going to be just ahead of Albon. Nice. So now we can take those to the end and then see where we end up. We are pushing with Baruti. We are going to cause a safety car. We're trying to give ourselves every chance of scoring points. We need to. He's spun twice. He's generally been a menace today, and we just need him to do something useful for us. Right, Vesti and Hulkenberg is on. And we might even be past before the DRS zone. I've got loads of battery here to use when we get past Hulkenberg to essentially clear off. He's on hards, we're on softs, so let's enjoy this. Pulling out of the DRS zone, job done. DRS apparently is closed, but we're through, and now we can clear off, and we'll try and close down this 26-second gap to Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, copy.
Right, chat, I think we're about to reach the point where Baruti runs out of fuel. This might backfire and we might finish under safety car. Let's conserve the soft tyres for Fred for a minute. So we've got loads of them left when we eventually get this safety car. Do you know what? It's probably not going to happen. What do you think? Do we just bring Baruti in now, or I think it would finish under safety car from here. What do you think? Obviously this bit can be edited out of the video. Elite Silver saying P12 could be possible with Fuelgate. Let's stick with it. If we finish behind safety car, we finish behind safety car. We've only got 3 laps to go, so it probably will. There's the safety car. Baruti has stopped. We'll probably finish under safety car from here. So let's see. We'll finish under safety car. We'll just relax. It will end us under safety car because the safety cars in this game take forever. So the leaders are now on lap 64. That's the final lap. So yeah, we'll finish under safety car. So it hasn't worked. It's just going to mean that everyone crosses the line together. It saved Vesti's fuel, so it's fine. We failed the sponsor objectives though, and we don't get the payout from it. Well, not for Baruti at least. Vesti finishes 13th, so that's something. But we know for next year that we need a car that's really good on its tyres for this place, because it just destroys them. We've got celebrations down at Red Bull. We don't care though. I think Max Verstappen has won the Drivers' Championship, probably, with that sort of lead, or have they just... Yeah, he's probably just won the Drivers' Championship, to be fair. Yeah, Baruti gets lapped too many times. It doesn't work out, so we'd need to underfuel maximum and then push like the entire race for it to have any sort of impact. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about that. P1 with Russell though. You bottled a podium, that's why. Let's check out our pit stops. We didn't make the top 10, but what we have done recently is move ahead of Haas in the pit stop championship, so that's interesting, I suppose. We only got $431,000 paid out. Maybe we shouldn't have cars stop on the track. Great news to start this next episode. We've come straight out of the United States Grand Prix. We are in debt. Bad. Cost cap fine. Bad. Another cost cap fine. Bad. Data, ATR, we can't do any of that, I don't believe. Or can we? No, it won't let us do it. But we can now officially unveil our new driver for Season 2. Paul Aron has signed on the dotted line and he will be an AHGP driver for Season 2. Those of you in the chat, welcome him with loads of sharks in the chat, please. And I think we might have to get a Paul Aron, some sort of Paul Aron emoji to go in there as well. So yeah, welcome Paul Aron to the team for Season 2. Paul Aron up. We are in debt. That's not good. Board will continue to lose confidence. Ooh. Still think he should keep Vesti. I mean, if he turns down the Aston Martin deal, we could maybe sign him instead of Baruti. Right, let's go 20th or higher with Baruti. Let's do that Logan Sargent emoji. I will do that tomorrow. I'll find something Logan Sargent-y for an emoji. Right, let's get the old setup on. Also put in the old broken car parts. Right, setup. What's it saying? Do a nice run plan. There we go. Right, rinse and repeat. Let's menage the session. Send them both on their way. Off you go, lads. Let's welcome him with a daily Hungarian lesson. Yes, at this English team, this British team, we speak Hungarian. How do we say welcome in Hungarian, German? Only good setup satisfaction. There we go. Mouse, if you can move, please. That would be great. Let's see what changes we need to make. Okay, Fred is delighted with his. Off you go and do some more laps then, mate. What does Baruti need changing? Okay, let's go more downforce. Let's see what happens there. Oh, Vesti's got a mechanical fault. That's not ideal. Oh, minor engine problem. For a second I thought that was all one word, Joe Matt. Kozyanuk. Is that welcome or hello, I'm guessing? Where do I think Chelsea will finish this season? 7th, 6th maybe. Can't see them cracking the top 4. Yeah, I think Man City will walk the league. They've just got £80 million for their backup striker. How do you deal with that? Arsenal won't be as close this season. Oh, that mechanical fault is getting worse for Fred. That's worrying. Right, Baruti, are you happier with your setup? No. We've made it worse. Who's my favourite Chelsea signing this season so far? I don't know any of the players that we've signed this summer. Maybe the goalie. Anyone is better than Robert Sanchez. That bloke is useless. The thing is, right, Chelsea have had legendary keepers over the last sort of 20 years. We've had Thibaut Courtois and Petr Cech, two of the very best in that position in the last sort of 40, 50 years. And before we had Petr Cech, we had Carlo Cudicini, who was an outstanding goalkeeper. And very hard done by to lose his place to Cech, but obviously Cech came in and set records. Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, there you go. Just go with Dewsbury Hall. But we've gone from Cech and Courtois to Robert Sanchez, the Brighton third choice. It's just not even. There's no comparison. There are standards here and expectations among the fans. Robert Sanchez is probably better than Emerson Royal. I'd rather have Emerson Royal in goal. Okay, let's simulate the remaining practice sessions. My Hungarian name is Paul Aron. Yeah, that sounds about right. I like Petrovic. He didn't do anything wrong under Pochettino. They were coaching him incorrectly because he was dropping back onto his line. He should be stepping out, making himself big and closing down the angle. Reduces reaction time, but also if you close the angle, you just spread yourself. It's quite straightforward in that sense. You just get out there and make a nice big block. But they had him standing on the line, and that's where Lloris went wrong because he kept getting done. So yeah, I feel sorry for Petrovic. He's going to have done basically nothing wrong in half a season, and he's going to be out the door because they've changed the manager and the club is a mess. Right, let's make sure we put the correct power unit components in. Right, we've got much better setup satisfactions on the setups. Your grandpa was a professional goalkeeper in the Hungarian lower leagues. Nice. Yeah, I really hope we win the Conference League. It's the only one we haven't won, so let's just go out and win it. Okay, I'm going to try the double push today and see whether it works for us here in Mexico. Let's Mexico to qualifying. We'll send Baruti first. Nice big gap, then Fred. Fred got some traffic on his first lap. He's going quicker on his second one, so I would expect him to improve here and at least get ahead of Baruti. We're both ahead of Bottas at the moment. Fred did not improve in the final sector. The tyres obviously collapsed.
Okay, go for it.
Baruti's only got 3 sets of softs. It won't matter because he's probably not getting out of Q1. Yeah, let's stick with the double push. We either need traffic, we need loads of, well, we either need no traffic or we need a slipstream. One or t'other. That's still professional, German, that'll do. It's better than any of us have ever achieved. Right, let's send them now. Can we get through? We're going to get loads of traffic in the first sectors. That is not ideal. Are we improving middle sector? Yes. Right, Fred Vesti, can you improve? Goes 18th. Right, can he do something on this final lap? He's got clear track. Finally, we get clear track. But now the tyres are starting to wane and, oh, he's 16th. Maybe Albon will bump us out. He's improving. Yeah, I think we're going to be out in Q1 here, lads. We are indeed. That's disappointing. Very disappointing. 17th and 19th. Not impressed by that. Yes, Cole Palmer will be player of the season again. He's a superstar. He's what I call a big dog. He comes in, he's the man. It doesn't matter what anyone else does. He just cracks on. Right, let's sort this strategy. We could probably stop a bit earlier. There you go. That works slightly nicer. Baruti. Yeah, that looks alright to me. Okay, slightly disappointing qualifying, but we are 16th and 18th. I think there was a grid drop in there for somebody. Soft, medium, soft for Fred Vesti. Soft, medium, medium for Baruti Nweke. And yeah, hopefully we can move forward from here because 3 DRS zones in Mexico, if we can get as part of a train, we should be able to stick with them and move forwards. Let's get stuck into this. "12 years with one team. Nice. Don't get that kind of loyalty these days." We have a McLaren and a Ferrari on the front row. We've got 4 and 5 red lights. The lights are out, the race is on. What is Tsunoda doing in 4th, by the way? That's wild. Baruti and Fred are slow out of the blocks here. We've lost, well, Baruti's already lost 2 places, and Fred is currently being swallowed by the pack around him. Are we able to sneak through? They can sometimes be collisions at this. Wow! Hi, Gasly. Welcome to the party in that sense. What's everyone doing tyre-wise? Sargent's on hards. We need to get past him pronto. Let's do the old rally defend trick. And let's get racing.
Yeah, copy.
We have indeed got past Logan Sargent, on board with Fred Vesti, outside line with DRS into the stadium. Job done, and now we can get after. I think that is an Alpine which is ahead of us. Let's just double check it. It is indeed Esteban Ocon, but we are not escaping from the Williams, unfortunately. We need to close down this gap much quicker than we are.
Copy.
Well, this race hasn't gone to plan at all. We've not got part of a DRS train, and we did not close down Ocon, and we've now been swallowed up by both Williamses, which does cure the first problem in that we are now part of a DRS train, just not one that's near the points at all. Kevin Magnussen does have a technical fault though, so he might come back towards us. In fact, I think he has. There he is, and we go up the inside of Sargent, and we're trying to make forward strides once again as Baruti loses a place to Hulkenberg. But he's ahead of Gasly and Zhou, which is pretty good actually. And Vesti has now got himself up into 15th. We are moving forward after all. I've missed the opportunity to click on that replay. But he's now all over the back of Kevin Magnussen. So I'm going to harvest the battery so that as we go down into turn 1 with DRS, we will be able to juice things up, and then we can try and pull away from the Haas. We'll get another dose of DRS here. Let's have a look at the overtake on the Dane, asserting his dominance as the top Danish F1 driver is Fred Vesti. And now we'll deploy and try and pull away. Sainz has a mechanical fault. That could help us. Hey Renz, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, copy that.
9 likes, we can get a bit of cash in. Yeah, we're gonna need it. I think we need a few more than 9, please, everybody. So if you can share it with your friends. If you haven't left a like on the video so far, please do, because every like on a stream is worth $250,000 to the team. I'll add them together with last night's as well, actually. Right, we're defending from Alex Albon, And I kind of don't mind if he goes past, because if we can just stay with him, he might be able to take us towards Esteban Ocon. The gap is 1.4, 1.3 seconds. We need to deploy what we have in the battery to stay with them, and then hopefully we can be part of that group. Although it looks like Albon has done a very good job of just disposing of the pair of us and clearing off. We're actually probably further away from Ocon than when we started that whole rigmarole. And yeah, Albon is now 2 seconds clear of the Alpine. That didn't work to plan at all, did it?
Copy.
We're going to need to bring Baruti in early because he's wrecked his tyres. So we'll do that now. With Fred, he's about to become under pressure from Nico Hülkenberg. We're still 1.5 seconds behind Ocon. We just can't close the gap down to the Frenchman. It's really frustrating, really frustrating. We're now 1.3, 1 second. It keeps chopping and changing. Looks like we are closing actually on him, which is good news. Baruti has exited the pit lane. He's now last. That's not a surprise. And I think we're about to get DRS on Ocon. So maybe it has worked out after all. And we are past Ocon. Here we go. As soon as we got DRS, we were through. It's a big long straight in Mexico, and we've made perfect use of it. I think we're on slightly better tyres than the Alpine, so we're through. That is us up into 14th place. I'm going to attack, go aggressive on the tyres because we can use them, because we are about to stop. Ocon has run into puncture range. That's why he's so slow. His tyres have basically given up.
Copy.
Fred Vesti into his marks in the pit lane. 2.7 second pit stop, and we return to the track. We are actually we're well ahead of Ocon, well ahead of him. So that's worked out brilliantly. We're clear of Hülkenberg as well, so that's going nicely for Fred. For Baruti, he's 21st. We're probably not going to achieve the target unless some of these mechanical failures become a bit more mechanically faily. Okay, well that's Hülkenberg going up the inside. We were 5 seconds clear of him. He's just zoomed up to the back of us on soft tyres and taken the place. But if we stick with him on the DRS straight, we'll just take the place straight back. I'm going to harvest the battery as well while we're here, because then we can use that to stay in touch. And that's worked out pretty well, actually, all things considered. We are 5 seconds behind Albon, which is less fantastic, but it's something. We're now pulling away from Hulkenberg, who's now decided he can't afford to attack on the tyres quite as much as he was. Bizarre. Oh dear. We've had a crash for Baruti Nueke. What has happened here? Has he done it all by himself? Of course he has, and that's more damage to the car. Fantastic. What's he damaged? The chassis, the rear wing, and the suspension. Brilliant. And he's absolutely wrecked the tyres. He spent most of this season being fairly, average. The last few rounds, he's just thrown the car at the wall at every opportunity. And it's really starting to wind me up. To the point where I'm seriously considering ditching him, like, even this season. With the editor. Like, we bring Paul Aron in now. Yeah. Oh, Vesti is... Oh, he's past Albon. Where did this come from? So Albon had to get out of the way. Wow! Through goes Vesti. Amazing. He's got the DRS off the Ferrari. Oh, superb. Now we've got to chase down Lewis Hamilton. If a couple of people can have the... Well, they need to be in the top 10. Well, no, I suppose, yeah, if Sainz and Hamilton both fail to finish, that would put us 10th. I think. No, it put us 11th. We need to bring... I'm just rage quitting with Baruti. I've had enough of you, mate. Get in the garage and sit on the naughty step. We'll just focus on one car. Yeah, I think we need to sack Baruti. This is unacceptable behaviour. We pulled out 3 seconds on Albon. We're about to lose it though because we've got to let Piastri through. Ooh! We almost got taken out by Piastri, but did we get DRS? No. That's a shame. No, we're not going to sign Antonelli. We've signed Paul Aron for next season. He's confirmed. It's just what do we do about Baruti? We don't have any money to sign a new driver either. It would literally have to be with the editor. Right, we're on lap 42. We're going along rather nicely at the moment with Fred Vesti. It's very easy to just concentrate on one car when the other one is just absolutely terrible. I have been debating with chat about actually sacking Baruti with the editor. We are in the middle of discussions at the moment. We are also closing in on Lewis Hamilton. The gap is just 6 seconds. We were 3 seconds a lap faster the last time around. We're also conserving fuel. What tyres is he on? He's on hards, so he'll probably go to softs to finish the race. But we could legitimately catch Lewis Hamilton. He's got a mechanical issue, but let's not let facts get in the way of a good story. We are almost right on the tail of Lewis Hamilton. We are going aggressive on our tyres to close this gap down. See if we can get DRS as we come out of the final corners. I don't think we were quite close enough. Now into the pit window. And we are closing down the Mercedes. We're now inside a second. We've got so much more speed right now. I think we're going to legitimately pass a Mercedes on track for position. Although now that I've stopped pushing on the tyres, we've suddenly dropped back out of DRS range. That's worrying.
Copy.
Okay, we're still not past Lewis Hamilton, but we are right on his gearbox. We are about to bring Fred to the pit lane. And Lewis is in as well. This is a pit stop race between us and Mercedes. Here we go. Can we get Fred out in front of Lewis Hamilton? Even if we don't, we'll still have an advantage. What is Hamilton going to? He's going to softs. He's coming down the pit lane now. Let's follow on board. How's the pit stop for our guys? Oh, it's just a bit too slow. It's a lot slow. It's really... There's no tyre on it. We've just lost like 10 seconds. We've completely let Mercedes off the hook. And we've lost a place to Hulkenberg. And Sargent. What the hell was that? Unbelievable. Carlos Sainz would be far too expensive for us. He wouldn't be interested in joining us. Right, the comeback has started. And Fred is a man on a mission. He's just blasted past Hulkenberg. But we've now got, what is it, 11 and a half, no, 5 point, I don't know, ignore that. Where's Hamilton on the track? He's going through turn 3, we're going through turn 2. So it's about 4.5 seconds. It's now sorted itself out. But here's Hulkenberg, just to make life difficult again, going back in front. We are closing in on Hamilton once again, but we've got Hulkenberg to deal with. If Sainz's mechanical fault could become terminal, that would be very helpful. Albon's in the pit lane as well. We might actually fall behind him, considering how bad our pit stop was. No, we've just about stayed ahead of him. So that's good news. Are we about to go 2 laps down, by the way? We are, I think. Because that's Verstappen, and that's us. This is going to get tricky. We aren't catching Hulkenberg now. This race is just... The wheels have literally come off this thing. Oh, that's Hulkenberg being lapped. Can we pounce and get past the German? DRS open. He does defend, but it's such a wide track on that pit straight. There's almost no way of defending it. We'll get another dose of DRS, so we'll top up the battery, and then we'll deploy said battery to escape Hulkenberg. We need to go aggressive on the tyres, and now we've got 2.5 seconds to catch Hamilton for P12, which would be our best ever finish. So despite the pit crew completely stuffing up the pit stop, we might still yet be on for our best finish ever, as Hamilton goes 2 laps down. And now we will pass Lewis Hamilton for position.
Yeah, copy.
Not something I thought I'd see in season 1. We've legitimately passed Lewis Hamilton for position in a Grand Prix. And the next car up ahead is George Russell, 53 seconds up the road. Let's watch this again. It was a pretty nice overtake, wasn't it? Pit crew gets roasted in the chat. Roast away, roast away.
Understood, guys.
Hamilton's coming back actually, and he's back in front. So we're going to have to overtake him again, which is annoying. But we'll have the tyre advantage to do it. DRS open. We'll easily close the gap, and through goes Vesti one more time. We do need to watch it again because I need the picture. Oh, it's not going to give us a great angle this time. I wanted the picture for the thumbnail and I didn't want to have to crop the camera out. Just makes it slightly easier. But we've now dropped Hamilton, so I won't get that opportunity. Oh, we are short on fuel. We need to save fuel for the rest of the race, because we still need this position, which would be our best finish yet. And then it won't move us ahead of Haas, because I think they've got 3 12th place finishes. So we need a couple more results like this. Yeah, I did think about buffing Merc, but I decided not to in the end because it's quite complex. I'm not sure how much to buff or nerf the teams. So I've just left it as is. If it's really bad in season... What I might do actually, maybe for season 2, I might set them at sort of closer levels to begin with, and then they can sort it out amongst themselves. We've had a crash involving multiple cars. One of them is Zhou Guanyu. Oh, not quite sure what happened there. He got He got a shove from behind, not sure from who from, but doesn't matter. Well, it could have been a position gain for us. It might have been Stroll. It might have been Stroll. He's got damage, so yeah, that would have been useful for us if Stroll had taken himself out of contention. But alas. Joe got the penalty for that. Unbelievable. This isn't part of the plan. Alex Albon's arrived and snatched P12 away from us. I don't like that one bit. We were just conserving fuel, happy in P12. He's got much better soft tyres on as well. Well, goodbye P12. It was nice knowing you. Now we really need someone else to fall by the wayside. Hey, Prime Minister, thank you very much. Appreciate you sharing that you enjoy the videos. We're still short on fuel. We should be fine because we're 2 laps down. Yeah, a lot of issues in this race, and most of them are behind us. Max Verstappen is about to win the Mexico City Grand Prix. There he goes, he wins, and we're going to have to settle for yet another P13. It's unlucky for some, but it's loved by Fred Vesti. It's where, well, or hated, depending which way you want to look at it. He keeps finishing 13th. So, I mean, it shows you exactly where we are. We're reaching the capacity of the car with him as he comes across the line for another 13th place finish. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that. I mean, we could have had 12th, but Albon just turned up, snatched it away and ran off. There was nothing we could do about it, but we did beat Lewis Hamilton. So I suppose bright side, we beat a Mercedes. He's the P13 master, he absolutely is. So Max Verstappen wins the Mexico City Grand Prix from 11th on the grid, having had a grid penalty. Berruti might be getting the chop after this race. 3 DNFs in a row. And we remain 10th of 11. Decisions to make moving forward, I think. And just like that, he moves up to overall 67. Lol. Alright, that'll do us for this evening then, folks. Let me know, leave a comment on this stream whether we should bin off Berruti or not. In fact, actually, I'll put a post out tomorrow morning, and if enough of you decide that we can use the editor to bin him off, we'll do just that. But I'm not sure who we're going to replace him with, to be honest. Maybe we'll bring Paul Aron in for the last few races of the season. But we've also got no money to spend. We've literally got $175,000 in the bank account, so we're finally back in the positive. So maybe we can spend some money. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you tomorrow for some more AHGP action. You're the best fans. It's bye for now.